CharmieRose, aka Kanecho. It is 2:34 a.m. here in Hawaii, and we are now doing the Diamond Quest. So, hello, welcome to my channel, and let's get started. Gaius Balsar, I presume? I come bearing the Alamegan Resistance official reply to your request for aid. I see, you have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. But lest we forget, the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, but we must be prepared for severe casualties should it full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. Let me be clear, we Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, the people of Warlit chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever they may entail. Forgive me, but we might return to the task at hand. First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Warlit. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. That only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. And so I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory, I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstances, that they may serve the Empire. But there are those such as Valens, who see being born Garlean a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus, and everything that entails, it makes my blood boil. Valen brings shame upon our homeland, and makes mock of the ideals it once stood for. By my hand, he shall pay for his foul crimes. We are running out of time, Gaius. We have to go after her. There is something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Weird. Oh, we go that way. Okay. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I am being distracted by personal matters. The letter was found in her room. Oh no, don't tell me she. Dear father, I am sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Warlit, I have decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it's too late. My mind is set. Please, do not try to stop me, Father. The days you spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie. She's heading for the 7th Legion's stronghold in Wurlet, I'm certain of it. Taking matters into her own hands. She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Wurlet revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable warrior as Connie is, if she were to charge the headlong into the heart of the enemy, she would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know Severa, and so did Allie, when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Can you hear me? I'm in Wurlet, just outside Castrum Kalindum. All hells have broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoking flames I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it, we have lost the signal. This must be what Allie spoke of in her letter, a way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning on this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion and use it to free Wurlet from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as a perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok and may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials, a large force would draw too much attention. But the 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive. Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Wurlet may yet present itself, but we must be first allowed to remove the threat as this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready the G-Warrior. Understood. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. Sometime earlier in the 7th Legion's Wurlet headquarters. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you were paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the Empiremos they absorbed and the data they accumulated will serve as a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the Ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Balsar's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapon. Then all that remains for me is to assume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots as per our agreement. Of course, of course. A handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapon project's revolutionary technology even allows an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw the full potential of the synthetic RSite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations, and you are everything I desire. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valens. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that the people of Werlet be given full imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you, and quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Werlet citizenship, if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fairer reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valens. Yeah. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Werlet you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. And what about my brother? Special arrangements just for him. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent. Now, let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please forgive me. Initiating synthetic RSite system. All sensors activated. So far so good. Diamond weapon, codename Xenos. Commencing activation sequence. Behold, perfection itself. Melisandria, Rykon, and Rex gave their lives, that others may live without fear. The RSite is taking hold. I'm just glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse. Well, you have to go on without me. You and Father must work together to... I'm sorry. I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens. Low-born filth! If you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down! Yes, my lord. Transmitting the activation sequence. Ugh, it's not responding. That insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I am through with her, she will beg for death. No, I can't let it end like this. Melisandre, Rykon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength. Bzz, combat sample. Bzz, ready. Initiating overmind. Subject name. Bzz. Overmind? What is that? This can't be! It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiating overmind. But how? I don't care how. Stop that thing before it brings down the whole Macastrum. Well then. Ready to depart? I'll send for Master Garland. We all expected another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this. According to Valdelan, after it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, it took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Allie is on board the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that, I need the G-Warrior and airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as the Black Wolf, your penchant for gigantic war machina. But if this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. Only this time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. It's good to see you, Akane. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Evelina volunteering to help the ironworks. Since you joined the team, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. And as far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Avelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. But there will be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. Oh wow, that looks so cool. Very impressive, but may I ask what purpose it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them, and for that reason the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. Interesting. Once again, Sid and his engineers have provided precisely what we required before we even knew it ourselves. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaia's pilot while Akane handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. Cloud deck now accessible. Oh. Shall I wait on you then? Well, I mean, Nier is usually separate from stuff, so... Yeah, and then I'll unlock Nier after. Sorry, folks. Give us just a moment. Here we go. We're so dead, but that's okay. Huh. Well, I mean, it's just now come out. Patch has literally just come out. So if we wipe, oh well. Diamond weapon! Target in sight. Pin it down with us. Salvo of missiles. Threat detected. Returning fire. Woo! ready. First time running this, let's go! Am I in good positioning or what? Holy crap. Ooh. Oh, it transformed. Well then. Oh. Okay, so be on the thing or get... Yeah, be near the jump point or get off the ship. Yeah. Be near the jump point or fly off. Got it. Aha! Ow! Ooh, I'm staying right here. Nice. That was cool. What the heck were we supposed to do that for? Oh, get out of the way. Dang. Oh god. Ow. Help. Yeah. Oi, ow. So when she starts counting down, move. Three, 2, 1. What? I thought I was gonna do it on the other side. Yes, I did. Because I went to the other... I thought because I went to the other side. And I got hit by the sword. So I have to watch for what side she's gonna use the sword on then. Okay. Making due note of that. I'll wait. No, I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah. Yo, why are you coming over towards me? That's just gonna be more hurt. Sorry. I was just trying to move out of the way. Ah, dang it. No, I didn't move at all because I thought it was going to be the other side. How do I know what side it's gonna be on? Yeah? Really? How does it give it away? everybody stack on me, please. Thank you. That means the sword's gonna be on that side when it's open. So whatever side the shoulder is open is gonna do the sword. Okay. Yep. Goodness, and one of our buns wants to do this on extreme already? Nothing makes the dream work like teamwork. The containment field won't hold! And she falls.
Did not hear the voice?
The male voice. Who is the male voice inside then? What? Oh. We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials. Right. In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sign of the 7th Legion here, but it would appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation. I pray we are not too late. No, that was Allie inside. Allie! Uh. Please, take her back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Now to learn what has become of Alphonse. If you have a score to settle, now is your chance. Show yourself. Come to gloat, have you, Gaius? It's not over yet. You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation. I would expect nothing less from the coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions. How dare you speak to me of ambitions? You're the one who stood in my way at every turn. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine. Mine! Enough of your illusions of grandeur. Where's Alphonse? Huh. Why, he's right in front of you. Excuse me? What?
You know the Daddy Living Core? Why we have the familiar voice?
Uh-huh.
Allie
Allie was
was the core.
the core, Alphonse is the brain. What the... Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all of us, the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable, but then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. It turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant when he puts his mind to it. But my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the greater Lord Valens von Varro could conceive such a marvel. I'm not gonna do your laugh, it's too irritating. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become a part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she'd envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly in an attempt to protect his precious sister. A fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience. That such atrocity should continue unabated is proof of the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but to all of mankind, and now you will die. Have you forgotten, Caius? I have seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. Terminus est. Croquias moi! Ugh. But this wasn't in my data! Reactivating synthetic arsite system. This can't be. How is it still functional? Removing memory inhibitors. Die. Oh, hello, Alphonse. What? You? Ugh, stop this at once. Oh, that's all of them. Please, let me go. Even the names of those sacrificing your twisted experiments are beneath your notice. You are beyond redemption.
Who are you to judge me, Gaius? Do you remember the tens of thousands of men and women and children you've killed for the sake of your conquests? I do not deny the blood I spilled at my behest, nor will I run from my past. That is why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated. No, stop! I beg you!
Oh, that's everyone that he's used.
You can't do this to me. I'm Valens von Varl. Better than Gaius, better than him in any way.
Pop! Goes the bandit. Alphonse? Alphonse, my son, I have failed you. But this is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you, Melisandre, Rykon, and Rex watch over me. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon, give them to Allie. Watch over her, in my stead. Father, I cannot go on like this. Please. I understand. Thank you. I am proud to call myself your son. Oh. God dang it, Scar, you make me want to cry. I see. We will remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Valens, Venvaro, and the weapon project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Warlit revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffered considerable losses, they have at last gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might ever be, we might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I have struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. The recent events in Roulette have had a profound impact on the lives of many, many people, but none more so than Allie. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We've even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what caused Allie to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. Ah, there is one other thing. Avelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go and see her. Wrong way. But for those who want to end the video here, that was the diamond weapon. But we are continuing on with the rest of the story. I hope you have enjoyed. Stick around if you like. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Let the girl pray. Let's go. I hope all is well with Avelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon. I wish to see Allie. Would you send for her? Allie. Does she even recognize me? At first we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there is more to it than that. The Chirurgeons say that this is the most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valens had used the synthetic RSite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel. Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how was Allie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need. I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother, my son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely, and those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings, the cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. Melisandre, Rykon, Rex, Alphonse, and Allie, they risked everything to win the freedom of Orlet. And now it has come to pass. I will see that their ideals are upheld, this I swear, as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Orlet has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place that people like Allie and Severa would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate, but the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't, and while I nothing I can do to bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change, people change, and it's just all as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work, and if everything stayed the same. If you have a need for my creations, just say the word. You know, Gaius, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years. But what would be the point? What's done is done. There is one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Allie, it's you. She looks up to you the same way as I did the boy. Don't give up on her. For all my life, I've been searching for a place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if we can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from Gaius's children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is at Gaius's side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time, I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I'd imagined him to be. The ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. And while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he has turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband, in many ways I still am. And even though they are no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now I have been given a chance to make a difference, in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Werlet, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdalin, Severa, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Well, here they are. And who are these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid. We mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Belsar, and like Valens Venvaro, I was once a legatus of the Garlean Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray, forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally, victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice. And yet, they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there is only so much one soldier can achieve by himself. I would be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have to answer to me. Though they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the chirurgeons look them over and find a place for them to stay. It seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak. For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversary, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. It seems I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I am to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Werlet is underway, and I will do all my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you are passing by Porta Praetoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of events. Please, give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I will have glad tidings to share with you until we next meet. Alright. Welcome back. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded. So what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? Tell our story and move along. By Roger's beard, even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Worla are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius's wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creation spread by the weapon project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance, the whole of Eorzea, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. What?
First part.
projections from within the synthetic R site. These are his memories. Their memories. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Allie. Now is not your time. Father still needs you. Please, take care of him, in our place.
And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. He's got us for company. We want you to see this new world for yourself.
We will forever be at your side, Allie. I'm the only one left. But I'll never be alone. Father. Finn. Alright, folks. That was Diamond Weapon in its whole entirety of the story. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sticking around if you have. This has been your host, CharmieRose, aka Connie Cho. Signing out. Until the next time. Bye!